Welcome back to Studio 10. David Greene from Greene & Phillips is here. David, this morning we're talking about explaining the big BP settlement that was agreed upon this weekend. So first, let's start very basic. What can you tell us about this settlement? Well, initially it's a $7.8 billion settlement. That's a lot of money to dish out. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And as a matter of fact, that $7.8 billion is not limited. So it can actually continue, and it actually is unlimited. So it will continue to actually be money there that folks can get. Okay. So if someone has not yet been fully compensated from BP, do they need a lawyer? How does this process all work out? Well, the settlement actually does away with the Gulf Coast Claims facility. Right. And so it's actually going through the courts in New Orleans. And so it may be advantageous to you to actually have a lawyer to handle the case, or if you do have a case. Right. The settlement actually, and I have the press release here I want to share with everyone. The settlement agreements have been reached with BP. The first settlement compensates private economic losses due to the Gulf Coast spill. These claims include businesses and individuals who've lost profits, sustained damage to coastal property, wetlands, and property, sustained real property sales losses, and the like. The other part that's pretty neat is if you actually have compensation, if you have medical claims, those claims can actually be compensated for up to the next 21 years. Wow. So it's pretty neat, and I think it's somewhat complex. We have the initial press release here that we're actually talking about today. Right. I was actually on the phone this morning with one of the lead attorneys that actually is handling it in New Orleans for our firm and through many other firms. And he was telling me basic details, but there's a lot of information. But if you've not filed a claim, it's not too late to file a claim for your injuries or for your economic loss for your businesses. And if you have not filed a claim, you were telling me during the break it's better if you act sooner rather than later. Talk to the folks about that. Well, time is of the essence in most any litigation or any process that you have of claims. It's important to go ahead and get your claim established, get all of your damages outlined, and figure out what you have so we can determine where your case may fall into the settlement process. And the quicker you get to become part of the settlement, the quicker you're going to get your money. Right. I think a lot of people who are watching this right now might be wondering, if they have a claim, if they can become a part of it, maybe they had some damage or some medical issue or something and they're not quite sure, what can they do in that situation? Well, you can call our law firm. We can be reached 1-888-510-1020, or the local number is 300-2000, or you can simply stop by and talk to one of our people who are actually involved in this. You can ask me questions, I'll meet with you and tell you whether or not we think you may have a claim. And they don't need an appointment, right? They can just walk on in. You can always walk in to see an attorney at Greene & Phillips. We have enough attorneys available to answer your questions. We're equipped to handle you simply walking by. You don't have to call us. You can show up. Find out more about the BP oil settlement, and if you may have a claim, contact Greene & Phillips. David Greene, thank you so much for stopping by this morning. Thanks for having us. We'll be right back with more Studio 10.